Yucky. Yucky. Wow. New city hall.
For next time.
We're excited.
It's very nice.
All right. Welcome, everybody. So I need to make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting, March 13th. So can I have a motion to approve those minutes? Ashley,
Second.
tell me your name again.
Gardner.
Yeah, that's right.
Rodney.
Yes, Rodney. Okay.
There we go.
Thank you. Rodney will second. So we need all in favor of that one?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any changes? Any? Okay, awesome, thank you. So let's go straight through. Do you guys want to go food or just
Yeah.
get it when you want, or?
We can pause for a minute to grab.
Let's
food.
pause for a
We
minute.
don't
If
want it to
anybody
be
wants
cold.
something, go ahead.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Grab your check.
Yes, please. Yeah.
It's Jurassic tacos. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's Lauren.
We've got.
I feel like this group needs.
I know.
A little research. I mean, it's not.
It's a little complicated. It's turning the.
Yeah.
Turning
and then.
all pastor.
Yes.
All pastor.
Sorry,
I'm like.
Oh, yeah, I had to get Lauren in the wall.
Me and I were in there.
No, it was saying, what was going on?
Yeah, I mean, there's no.
Oh, well.
Oh, so I'm glad you know.
There's challenges you have, but it's.
Yeah. Do you want anything? I'm good. It's not good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, Brooke, do you want me?
No, I'm good. I have dinner plans and I'm trying really hard to not.
Where are you going?
I love the room tonight.
Oh, so all kinds of snacks.
Yeah, it's after this every time and I'm finding that I eat here and then I'm not eating there and then I'm offending one of my friends, so I'm trying to
Gotcha.
rein it in.
I find that I come straight from work. But I'm very hungry.
Starving, yeah, well, that too.
No, I work at Medbridge. I'm the admin secretary. Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. So we kind of run the back end, like I don't sit in the front like the secretary. I do like building rentals, payroll, those types of things. I work for the rentals. Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, these number items.
But I mean, it's probably on our list somewhere, right?
She's put it in chicken with her, she still needs.
Yeah.
You probably
Talked to her
does.
the other day.
He told me, he didn't have his
Oh, right, there was one, it was on the list.
They're good. It's not good.
Is it black pepper? That's fair. And is that, wait, are you waiting for some staff? Laura? Well, Laura, I just saw her out there because we were at youth council, and she's like, I'm trying not to get sweaty because Andrea's gonna take my picture at 4, so.
You just make her the city
If she hasn't come.
I just. Use some of our good ones from last year, or the year before, or. Me? No?
As long as we can make the school like breakfast.
We're fine, I don't really care.
Did you take yours already?
I just did.
Oh, you just did. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You want to compare.
Yeah, well, I really don't.
I mean, it really ends up being about this.
That is what I told you, I didn't care. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, five.
Yeah, no, I won't.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's go through, and start at the top. Warren Best Park updates, Brooke.
Hey, that's me. I am Brooke Williams. I don't know who's been involved in past years, but Tim Dalsing has been kind of the park representative for many, many, many years. So I'm taking his place. Me and Harley Holmes, we're kind of co-teaming it together. Harley is over City Center Park. So he knows all like the really technical stuff about the park itself, so electricity, water, whatever specifics we need for the park itself. Harley's kind of your expert there. I'm a crew leader. I'm over Sarah Park. So kind of or anything commercial related. But I'm also will be like the main point of contact on the day of. If there's any issues, I will be your main contact, kind of keeping that role from Tim. Usually Tim would take the calls if there's a boutique without power or something. So I'll be taking that.
I'm part of those.
And then me and Harley will work together to kind of handle that.
Were you here last year?
Yes.
Okay,
I was
I thought
kind
you
of
were here.
Tim's little
Okay.
shadow last year,
I thought you
trying to
were
learn things. So this will be my third ever summer Aura Fest, sorry. So yeah, I'm still kind of learning everything. So bear with me, but I have Tim as my help. So I was his shadow last year. He'll kind of be my shadow this year. I'll kind of be running things, but he'll still be helping me, guide me. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns about park stuff, me or Harley is who you contact. So kind of a run over of how we've done things in the past and how we're still planning on doing things day of. We've always had our park staff manning parking lots, and doing garbage control and electrical problems, that kind of stuff. So this year, we're still planning on doing the same thing. We'll have staff covering up parking lots, staff picking up trash, covering everything. We'll be there from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. or however late we need to be there for. Yeah, so I was just seeing if you guys had any questions for me for this year or any concerns. Wanted to just introduce myself, get my face, so you guys can see my face instead of Tim's, replace it with Tim's. Replace Tim's with mine.
What time do we have the boutiques set for on Friday for setup? Or like, what time do they start for the day? Cause we ran into this last year where Tim wasn't ready for us, but it didn't get communicated.
Right.
So I just wanna make sure that that gets cleared up for this year.
We were talking about the setup time and how early we could do it, so that's kind of still a little bit up in the air. We haven't set up instructions yet
Yeah,
to boutiques,
Which is
so.
fine, I'm just
But
curious.
if we needed to like have like a three-way conversation between the like boutiques and Brooke and I, and then we can figure out the best time to tell the boutique so that they have enough time to set up, but also give you enough time to get the electricity in place and have the boxes all ready for them. So,
So I guess what I'm asking is what time is it open on Friday?
the opening time, I'm gonna.
Are we
look that up.
opening
The
it
park
at the
opens
carnival?
on noon on Friday, doesn't it?
No, is it,
Or is it
no,
10?
I thought it's 10.
10 on,
It's Thursday,
10 on
then,
Saturday.
12.
Not on Friday, cause we're still setting up.
No, I'm
We've
pretty
always
sure
done it
last
at 12.
year was-
Yeah, Friday's
because it
always
took
been.
too long, cause they didn't set up in time last year.
No,
But
they
their
didn't, but I'm
carnival
pretty
starts
sure
at
Friday
10.
was 10
What?
last year.
But the carnival
I
starts
have
at
10
right?
to 10.
So it
for
didn't in the
boutiques.
past, but it might have last year, but
Yeah.
that might have been the first time.
They tried it at 10 because people complained that they were open earlier.
Mhm. Last year, it looks like it was 10 to 10.
Okay.
And that's what I have on our schedule for this year, but if.
That
we
means you're
need
gonna have to
change
set
that,
up
that's
like
fine.
really early
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it takes them sometimes
3 to
4 or
4
5
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Like, do you make like check-in 7 to 8 or?
That check-in used to
check-ins-
be at 8 because it opened at noon.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
check-in used to be at 8, and the issue we had last year was check-in got moved up to 7, and we just were unaware. So we were out
Yeah.
there still setting up
See,
boards as
we
people
always
were
set up
coming in.
Yeah,
Did you always start checking in at 7?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. But last year we didn't, but always, it's always been the 7th. So that's where the hang up is, so maybe we need to make it clear, like, cause you'd have to open it really early, but that would be really early for you guys. Because literally some of those game people, like the toys,
Yeah.
they
have a
take
lot of
forever,
material.
they just have a lot of stuff that they're bringing in, and when we're bringing in cars and trailers and trying to navigate everybody on the grass and then trying to get the rest of them off. It's a lot.
Is there any potential of setting up like Thursday for hours?
Well, then you just have cords running through the middle of the field.
Yeah.
While everyone else is out there.
Figure it
Doing it
out.
Friday morning, no one's there.
Yeah.
We have to get it out before people get there. And we start like right at 6, setting these up. We could probably, if we have a heads up of what time we need to get it done, we could probably get it done in maybe 45 minutes, having everything organized.
Yeah.
So if you say possibly like a 7 AM, like they could maybe do it in the 3 hours, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
But they probably, you don't
Be a
think,
hustle.
it would be a hassle, and
I mean, but. the
some of
thing
them
is,
are
like,
quick,
you
but
can
some
at
of them.
least, like, drop their stuff.
Totally.
And then come back and set it like normal. But we.
But they don't.
I don't.
But,
In a perfect world.
I know.
Mhm.
Could you not
Um,
have the boutiques start at like 11, like a middle ground between?
Well, if the posters are already done,
We haven't sent out the magazine yet,
Okay.
and so we can change the time to 11 if
What
that
else
is
is
more
going on in
realistic.
I think it's mostly
The
just, people get
entertainment part.
confused, they're like,
So-
why is the carnival open, not the boutiques?
Yeah,
That's
that's
mostly
weird.
it, right?
That's
It's like,
in the past years, we've done both of them at 12,
Mhm.
and that's just when it opened on Friday.
Is it a reasonable ask to communicate with enough advance notice to the boutiques that they might need additional people there to be able to,
Possibly, yeah,
we're
sure.
giving them a 3 hour window.
Yeah,
And so if they are used to doing a solo and
Yeah.
it takes 4 hours,
You need to get.
it
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
contingent on them.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think if they know that they have limited, they can do it. But I would for sure say the 7 o'clock open
On
time,
time.
because you'll have people lined up by 6:30 waiting for that open, because they know they have to get that done.
Okay. And if we just have that in advance, know that in advance, we can
Yeah.
work with that. So plan for 7.
Mhm.
and we just tell them that their carts have to be off by 9, right? Or like 9:30.
Yeah, about
Just
half hour
because-
buffer.
Okay.
Okay, so we're sticking with 10 AM start time, just
Yeah.
communicate to boutiques that they need to have, that 3 hour window. We'll have parts
So they
Be
can drive
ready
their cars up to drop
by
off,
that
so they
7
have to
o'clock
be
check-in.
off.
And they have to have their cars off by 10 or by
Oh,
what
wait,
time?
before that.
9:30.
Yeah.
9:30?
Should we say like 9, so we have like a buffer?
Yeah,
Because then
you'll
also-
still be,
And we're gonna
Have
sit
them
additional
out
staff
anyway,
there
yeah.
for y'all to-
So just
So if you
say
say
9,
9,
be good.
Okay,
There's also,
then
and I know if you're
We're
late,
still
you're
gonna
also
be
gonna
hauling
have
Cars on
to
and off or something.
carry them.
Yeah,
or-
that would actually be super helpful because it is very chaotic
Mhm.
as everyone's just coming on at the same time. So it does pull us off having to do the courts.
If we just have like
have
a
to go
traffic
them.
control person that is doing nothing but cars off by a certain time, yeah, wait, you and Tim and your.
That
yours
that
is
would,
like better.
yeah, that would be
we
super
just
helpful.
so someone to monitor traffic.
Yeah, traffic control.
Do we have volunteers for that?
We,
I mean,
we can have a staff member help with that. Yeah, but we need volunteers too. Hopefully,
we're pretty great at getting them off too,
Yeah,
so we can help.
it'll be fine.
Perfect.
About it, yep.
okay, awesome. Thank you, Brooke.
Awesome, okay, so let's go down sponsorships, is Heather here?
She's not here, so I'm just gonna kind of give you an update for her. So, we have, tell me if I'm wrong, but we have raised about 86,000, which is our all-time high for Orange Fest. So that is amazing. We've had a lot of sponsors.
83.5.
83.5. Oh, I think
Maybe got a couple more?
Yeah, she did get a
Anyways.
couple more small transactions that came through. So we're really excited about that. But that doesn't mean that we won't take more. And our window of opportunity kind of closes next Friday. So if you know of anyone who like is a business owner and really wants to have a sponsorship in Orem Fest, the advertisements go in the magazine and they go to every house in Orem. So it's a really great opportunity for not very much to get their name in front of a lot of people. And then they, you have the opportunity, different sponsorship levels to be at the business showcase, or there's also the parade opportunity if they wanted to do that. So if you have any connections, please continue to spread the word because, yeah, we want to push that number even higher. So big thanks to Heather. She's done a fantastic job with reaching out to a lot of different folks. Wanted to give you a little update with Two Lights for Tomorrow. Just a reminder that is our kind of the first little event for the America 250, our Orem Utah 250 celebration of the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence being signed. We have decided to move the service project and kind of combine it with our Friendship Week service project because it was almost identical of a project. So that's just going to be combined. Still going to be at Nelson's Grove Park, and they'll have a nice program there. We'll also be celebrating Orem's birthday. So if you want to come help us plant some trees, clean up Nelson's Grove, and just be a part of the community, that will be May. I'm so sorry, I should have remembered this date. May 10th at 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and just at that Nelson's Grove Park. But if you want to watch for the two lights, they are still going to be shining in our new City Hall. We'll have two lanterns displayed there through the night to represent Paul Revere's lanterns when he rode and signaled to the army that the British were coming. So that's kind of what that will represent. I also wanted to share with you a little bit about our Orem City Hall. So we presented this at our council meeting just the other day, but wanted to share it with you as well, that we'll be having tours on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, and there will be a grand opening ceremony at 6 o'clock on Tuesday if you would like to come. So these tours will have Miro and Orem royalty, including the Golden royalty there. So that will be really fun. We'll have department representatives in every area to help answer questions and provide information about their department. We'll have videos and handouts. And this just kind of goes through the flow. I won't take the time to go through all of the different stops, but it does include seeing the innards of the clock, the mayor's balcony, and some other really fun things that you normally the public wouldn't be able to see. So we encourage you to come and see the City Hall. There will be like a scavenger hunt with little prizes, a mini pop-up throughout. So, and then we'll have that ribbon cutting ceremony on the 22nd at 6. But here's a QR code if you wanted to scan it and go on to our website to be able to get tickets to come. Children are welcome, so bring the whole family, come see the City Hall, enjoy the beautiful views of Orem from this awesome new building.
You guys have any questions?
About the City Hall? Okay, awesome, so you go back to Berg's meeting.
Well, we're still on food vendors, parade, fireworks, and sports fest for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're still going strong, okay. All right, so food vendors, are a facility, what is Jim's title?
Parks manager.
Parks
Yeah, Parks Division
manager. And Heather and I went through, and Brooke and I went through the food vendors and made a selection of vendors here. We do have a list here of the different folks that will be coming out. A lot of these, 10 of them are food sponsors, which means they have donated $2,500 towards their space, but also towards Orem Fest. So that is incredible to have 10 We have a nice assortment of different genres and cold foods, hot foods, so we're really excited to have lots of tasty food here at Orem Fest. We also have some parade and firework updates for you. Parade, if any of you find it in your heart to help with patrol, we would love some help with volunteering or even staging. So if any of you have time, I would really appreciate any helps with that. If you can't help with that, then that is totally fine. We have a lot of staff that are going to be helping with this, but the more help we can get, the better. We have a lot of folks that will have applied for the parade. A lot of Orem, we're going to have all 3 schools represented. We have UVU coming, marching bands, some fun things. The mayor's going to be driving a DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future, which is gonna be awesome, leading us off with this really fun. Welcome, Jen, you slipped in. Thank you for being here. So we're really excited about the parade. We're trying to get as much manpower or women power, whatever behind just keeping everyone safe and making sure that we have just a lot of help with that. Fireworks. We are so excited for a fireworks show this year. It's going to be put to music. It's going to be broadcasted through KOHS. And so you can tune in if you're like, there's no way I'm gonna come to City Center Park on that crazy day and you wanna watch it from your home. You can tune in on the radio station KOHS and listen to the music while the fireworks show is going. There will also be a satellite viewing station over at Orem High School. And there will be music played there as well. So if you're like, oh, I would rather be in a different spot, maybe not so much in the crowd, we open that up to relieve some pressure off of the city center and just offer more space for people. So that will be open for people to go and lay up their blankets and their chairs at 5 o'clock on Saturday. So that will be available. We'll have, we have audio visions there to produce some sound. It should be a really nice night. We're really excited. What's that?
How is the public gonna know about the Orem Night option?
We'll have it in the magazine. And then we'll probably post it on social media and it will be on our Orem Fest website as well. Same with the radio station. Yeah, get it out that way. I don't know, maybe we'll make a nice banner along the fence. Something, we'll get that word out though. Any other questions with those things? Okay. Sports Fest. We have pickleball, kickball, and cornhole competitions that you can all sign up for. That will be also, you can sign up through Orem Fest website to be able to sign up for those. Different events, the rec team's leading that up, and so they do a fantastic job with that. They also do the pool party. So, but Sydney's gonna share a little bit more about that. I don't really have a ton of details for you on Sports Fest, except for that it will be Zumba this year at with the Beat Bus over at the rec center. And then on Saturday morning, it will be yoga in the park. So this would be some fun things to look forward to.
Perfect. Okay, so baby context. Last month we met with Freedom Festival. And so we're pretty much good to go there. The registration is pretty much good to go. Pete's gonna post that in the next week, probably. And we'll get those babies ready to go. And yeah, we'll have a lot of support from them, but we're always looking for raffle items, so if you guys know it.
There is a little correction. I think it's not tell me my story, it's like tell me a story.
Oh, do we need to get that corrected on the form
Online?
or on the?
Yes,
Okay,
it's tell me a story, cause I think it was like typoed. But
Okay,
I didn't know like if that went to you as a typo or
So
if it went,
it's
like
just
how far
on
the
that,
typo
on the
went.
registration.
Yeah, there was like a
Okay.
typo on one of the things, but
Tell me a story.
yeah, like
Okay.
you read me a story, not like being this, like, I don't want it to be like, I don't think we want them reporters or something.
Oh, I see.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you know, like?
I think
Was it
do
tell
we
me
put in-
a story or tell me your story, is that you're saying it should be
Yeah.
a story?
Yeah, not tell me
Okay.
your story.
Gotcha,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll change that to us story, you got that one,
yeah.
Kate?
Yeah, we don't
He's
need the
doing it
baby
right
like
now.
giving us their.
I think we
birth
did
story
put
or
in brackets like, do we put in brackets like princess, whatever?
We should do that for the
Fairy
It was
moms.
like fairy tale food.
Okay, I think we did put in brackets like fairy tale, princess, whatever, but he'll
Yeah.
change that too.
Yeah, just, yeah, I think
Okay.
that was just a little typo in this one.
Perfect, so yeah, that registration coming soon, that's on Saturday morning. Anything else for that one? Raffle items we're always looking for, we
No,
have.
I've been coordinating, I actually just got messages, because Freedom Festival is gonna do, I think the same as what they've always done with some state and fire tickets and.
Yeah.
I think they are doing, the Lehigh Round of Rodeo again, the raffle and stuff like that, so
Okay.
they've already got some stuff too.
Okay, awesome. Perfect, okay, and then we have the pool party, that one's pretty easy, well, again, we'll post when we sell those half off admission tickets online. We'll have ice cream, that's all good to go, that sponsor's there, we have a DJ already booked. Of like the geese and all of that, so it's a fun night, bring your families, it's a little busy and hectic, but it's fun. It's a
And
good
that's
time.
just for volunteers, it's. for
No,
the
it's
city?
it's for the whole, yeah, city,
It's
it's another
another
pool party,
event.
they have like a DJ, the kids dance in the pool.
Does it still have price?
Still half
It's still
price,
half price
it's like
again.
half price, yeah, free ice cream, beach balls, all of that. The appreciation dinner, we're gonna do it a little bit different this year because we don't have the same place as last year because that place is, I'll say, you know, hanging in there. And so, and then UVU is also, they're the ones that did the catering last year, they're actually in Japan this year. So we will be getting, we'll just do a catered dinner, but we will probably do it up at Mount Timpanogos Park, the hosting center, so that'll be fun. And we'll get you guys more details on that too. That will just be the Friday before Orem Fest, I think it's the 30th. Right.
Whose talks on that night, who did this messages, or whatever, in the program?
Grand Marshal, the Spirit of, they, and then the student marshals and Spirit of Orem get recognized, and then, say it. Okay. So we'll, speed, yeah, we'll get it sorted out, it's a little bit away, but not too far, so, yeah.
What time is that?
That is normally, I feel like we normally do at like 6, but we'll send you guys like an invite and like all the information that you guys need to know, that's where you guys get like, honestly, I think this year we're just gonna put like the t-shirts with that, so we don't have to do this like hectic 2-time t-shirt, so they'll get that, a little gift, you guys get little like, you know, coupons, carnival tickets, things like that, so you'll get that at the dinner, or if you can't make it, we'll get it to you.
So that's the Friday,
Yeah.
May 30th.
May 30th.
6.
6, but we'll send you an email, an invite.
I just wanna
and
make
our-
sure it
Kind
gets
of like
on here, so we
yes.
don't plan something
Yes,
else.
for
yeah,
sure.
For the same date,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely, so that is that.
Hey, Pete, stage entertainment.
Yep, so we finalized the stage entertainment, Ashley, show me you helped look through, what do you think that we, yeah,
Yeah, I was surprised how many,
there's a lot, right?
I was
It's
like-
over 80.
yeah, I was shocked. So it did take me a hot minute to
Yeah,
go through.
That's a lot to watch.
Yeah.
And, the quality varies, right? There's people at different stages. in the
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
Ashley and 4 members of the Arts Council went through all of them. And so we booked the ones that were available, and we have a great variety, so we've got musical theater, we've got alternative, we've got classic rock, Shakespeare in the park, grassroots Shakespeare's gonna come. We've got the Scales and Tales, they're gonna do a number of shows for us. We've got the Rocky Mountain Express Cloggers, is that the one? Everybody knows that?
Oh my,
No, there's- so they're gonna be there, we got some folk music, got some Irish dance and music. We got some ballet folklore, which is Mexican folk dance. And so it's just a good variety.
Is that also 10 to 10 on the stage dinner, that whole day?
No, it's for like 3 days, for
Yeah,
Thursday,
so it's
Friday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
yeah.
and it's basically 11 to 6. or-
Gotcha.
We got other things going on, we have food eating contest, we got a talent show, there's a bunch of stuff, so just
So-
intersperses throughout the day.
Orem Scott Talent is still open, right, for
another week.
another week. So if you
Are we
guys,
limiting, did we say we're limiting? to
No more than
how
15.
Okay.
and we'll also go through those.
many? Great idea.
Hopefully, yeah, anyways, and then, yeah, anything else for that?
No, everyone's good to go, they're really excited.
You're gonna get from the magazine this year?
They'll be in the magazine.
Perfect.
Are we doing karaoke?
No. We thought better of
I was getting my number ready.
it. You could perform that at the.
At the
I should
dinner?
have applied.
Oh,
Dinner and a show.
Alright, thanks, Dave. I don't know what the request for the events commission.
Mostly is just to help with, sponsorship and any in-kind donations.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Where to bring this up, but we've got a food contest, Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
And then there was the silent disco, the helicopter. And then there
Let's
was
just talk about it.
characters.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
We want to talk about those. All right, okay. Wiener Schnitzel was purchased by another corporation, and the new corporation doesn't do community engagement, and so they won't be, is that a good way to say it? Okay. So they won't be sponsoring our hot dog eating contest, so we're just opening it up to you for ideas of either new sponsorship, or, you know, we can try to just do it on our own, like getting some Costco hot dogs, so just, do
I
you
mean,
know?
it seems like J-Dogs and it's a Provo company, right? It's like local. I
We
wonder-
have one in Orem.
We might, yeah, I think they, anyway, we might as well ask.
I think we should
Cause they'll
ask.
never, you know what I mean?
Well, no, they say no,
Yeah,
and that's okay.
They've done
Yeah.
that, I've had them.
yeah, it's already enough.
Sponsor some events before, the guy who owns it comes out,
Yeah.
he's really cool.
Another
Okay.
option is if we're getting our Smiths.
Yes.
Donation, you can
Donation,
use,
that's
get
a
hot
great
dogs
one.
from Smith's.
Yes.
To use it on.
Can they?
We do have that, and we also have,
Yeah.
I don't know if they would come out and do that part, but we
Yeah.
could get
Okay.
the items.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenise, I have a suggestion, but I don't know, Sonic, they do hot dogs and stuff there.
Oh,
I'm
Sonic.
wondering if they would like the name out there.
I think that's a great suggestion. Okay.
Pass these to Heather, see
Yeah.
what she can do.
Yeah.
Any
It's a
other
great idea.
ideas
Yeah.
for sponsorship?
Yeah.
Cause they're always in the great.
What, don't we have a hot dog vendor?
We have
a corn dog vendor, but would they,
would they
just do the hot dogs?
We might have somebody who does, I think we do have one
I
of
think
the
one of
vendors that do
them,
it.
yeah. Okay. the
Okay.
vendors.
Are you doing any sponsorships?
We pay them for a lot of hot dogs already.
Well, maybe they
but
wanna be a
maybe
community partner and
We can ask them.
I don't know if they have what their sponsorship arrangements look like, but they.
Yes,
Sorry,
BYU.
BYU? Okay. Yeah, cause they do
BYU
wanna be
food.
more involved
If
in,
they wanna be more involved in our city, that could be a great entrance for them.
yes,
But they may not, I don't know what their plans are, communicating.
awesome, great ideas.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
This kind of goes with the car show, so maybe I'll wait until then, and then I'll talk about Senators unless you want to. Okay, this other one is kind of a general request. We had Bonneville, I think it's Mayfield, I don't know what the name is, but they wanted to know if they could have characters at Orem Fest. In the past, they haven't really been too, at least this particular organization hasn't been too engaged with the public, and so we just wanted to bring it up to you. Do we want to have characters? They dress up like Belle and different princesses.
Walking throughout the carnival?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never think that's a bad idea.
Okay, I mean, I've seen them more than through the stuff at a time.
Yeah.
So everyone.
In fact, some of them were like camping in the VIP tent last year. I'm like,
Do we need to give them like a specific job then if we
Bring them
have
on.
them?
Are they wanting to volunteer? Are they wanting to?
We could give them like a pop tent by, like, if we had a Warm Fest sign or something, maybe they could be next to it, with, like, picture op, you know, like at Disneyland?
Yes.
Like,
Kind
here's
of,
a roped off line.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
around
your
the
pictures.
kids.
And then there's like Orem Fest
Yeah.
little photo booth, and then here's your roped off line.
That's so.
So that
how
where
do
it's
we-
not chaotic throughout the whole park, maybe.
Do they filter
Could you put it around the
like
kids'
background
back?
check?
Yeah, that's what I was just.
Yeah,
wondering,
what's
actually.
their purpose for coming?
And then others who just enjoy dressing up,
Yeah, show
you
up
would-
and
so
they're
we have
not,
to find a way to ID and verify.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do they need to like have
No, that's
some
been
sort of
an issue.
a-
Which may be
Yeah.
why we need a rooftop area,
Identification.
because then maybe
Yeah.
their, our point of contact verifies that that works for them.
I think that would be a good one to run by studio too, just to see if there's any liability exposure, maybe this management actually is probably better.
I think, is this an organization that has
It's a,
insurance?
I don't,
I
that's what I don't
don't
know.
think- I think it's also tricky, we're trying to balance a group that are characters and then also people that like to dress up as characters.
Yeah.
I think if it's a group that has an LLC and it carries insurance and we can put a stage schedule to it, I mean, Spider-Man at 2 and Belle at 3, then I think you're good. If it's just a group of volunteers, I'd probably pass.
But what's their purpose though? What, yeah.
They
Pa-
just
passive
wanted to come
programming.
and mingle.
Passive programming would be really nice, you know, if you are waiting in some of those lines for 45 minutes, it's nice to have something to break up the line. I know some of them, you can hire groups that will do like the inline magic.
No, my,
And
this particular
Photoshop.
group, why are they wanting to do?
Oh, why do they want to?
They just like, they like to dress up and they like to be involved in the community is kind of what I gathered.
And you know
from it.
what's really fun for that is a parade entry, and they walk in and, you know, maybe if instead of giving them a hard no, we say, you know, we think you'd be a
Try
better
this.
fit in the parade, and you can.
The kids are gonna.
I think if there's good ways to engage them, I think it'd be great. If we can solve the risk management issues, I think it'd be great.
Okay.
And if we can't solve the risk management issue, maybe.
The only reason why I'm asking that is because like we have we're a foster care agency. And obviously we have kids from different backgrounds. And a lot of them they use it as a facade and they do have I'm just gonna be open. A lot of them do come from backgrounds and there's a liability. So unless they have like you don't know their
Background
intention.
check.
Yeah.
You don't know their intention, and a lot of them
Yeah.
do have intentions. So you do have to be careful with people who just wanna just come in. A lot of them come as in a disguise. You have a lot of children there.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who are vulnerable. You have the vulnerable members of the community are at carnivals. Parents don't watch them. And so we do have to be careful. With they're in disguise. They attract children.
Yeah.
Now we have to
I
ask
agree with you
ourselves,
actually a lot.
we have to ask ourselves, what is their reason that they wanna be there? They're in disguise.
And I think last year we had a couple at the baby contest, but they were like at check-in, and so we were watching them the whole time, right?
Yeah.
You could tell that they're kind of like kids, like, you know, a
In
Spider-Man,
a
but
big
he's right
area,
there.
that does feel.
You know, so we have, and I just,
Safe.
I'm not gonna go into detail about our clients, whatever. In our, in our clientele, we have 5 trafficked children. And so, this is in Orem.
Yeah.
5 of our clients are trafficked, were trafficked. And so we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Oh yeah, they're cute. They come in Belle, they come in, and everyone says, oh yeah, bring them because they're dressed up as Belle. But the thing is, we gotta be protective. And that this just is coming from a, devil's
sure.
advocate. We gotta be careful about who we bring in, because like I said, 5 of our clients were just our new intakes for our program. We, they're involved with FBI because they were trafficked. And so we're being very careful about who they can contact, who's involved with their, so yeah, they're cute, they're Cinderella, but what is their purpose? What's their intention to be involved with our program, with our event? Why are they even here? Do they have a purpose?
But is it
So-
a specific group name, or is this like
It's a
Julie calls you
specific-
Edmund, okay.
It's a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
specific
just be
group.
careful.
Sorry,
But-
Debbie, did you get a chance to get your?
I did.
Oh, good, okay.
I don't
was
need to be
packing
like,
up.
No, that's
Well,
perfect.
I
That's all
love
we
that
need.
you bring that up,
Yeah,
and I
that's what we
think
need.
going back to what Bryce said, and then also Jen with like making sure, checking with risk liability, do they have an LLC,
Yeah.
are they insured, do they have background checks? And if so, then we have them with this very specific job,
time and.
either program times where they're having checkout, or they have a very specific
Have them
thing
set
that they're
up and set-
providing,
yeah.
service that they're providing, okay.
Yeah, cause I think this
That's
specific group was like, we like to roam around the pool, and I'm like, no, that's like, you know, that's a no, probably,
Yeah.
just so. we'll just take
Yeah.
that into consideration, I think for every event, cause we also had this kind of at Lights On, right, like as Santa would show up. We don't know who that is, we don't know what candy they're giving,
Right.
just a little like there, so I think this is like a thing for all events in general. So if we kind of back away from them, unless they're like hired by like us, or we know exactly who they are and we have their information, then maybe we're just taking a step back on this
I agree.
from now on.
I like that. Thank you so much for all of
Yeah.
your thoughts on that and, yeah, that's why we were great.
It's also
to
great for
have,
us
like,
to
this
be
view.
aware,
Yeah.
because if we're walking around and we know the thing, we can
Yeah.
let the police know.
Yeah.
that There's
Yes.
somebody here giving out whatever.
Perfect. Okay, I think we can move to
Okay,
the.
let's do it. Let's go to our commission updates. So go ahead, Rodney, on the car show and Memorial Day.
Okay, as far as the car show, I'm gonna check with Kate, do we have confirmed who's going to sing the national anthem?
On the car show, yes, it was
The two ladies that performed at the mayor,
that would be for Memorial Day. The car show, the young lady is going to sing the national anthem, but the Memorial Day, we don't have confirmed yet.
I thought you wanted to change the, who's singing it.
At Memorial Day,
Well, we could add this one to
Potentially.
the partial.
okay, so who is going to do it? at
just the
Memorial Day?
choir.
The choir.
The choir, okay. And so at the car show,
We'll have this one do it.
uh,
Miss Laura.
This one.
this one, yeah, that's right.
operating motion.
Okay. That's good, she is very good. And, we plan, check the notes here. Okay, as far as, preparing for the car show, the American Legion plans on coming at 11:30 on Friday, May 30th, to set up 100 flags. And to kind of line the way in, and then CJ, I understand, will be the master of ceremonies. And then, of course, is it the VFW that's doing the ping pong balls drop? I talked to Don DCHR last night, he was on our post meeting. That sounds like a fun event. And he's looking for anyone that wants to donate prizes for that. We also, for the car show itself, we'll have an opening ceremony. Of course, the box lunches will be served as in the past. And then we'll have posting of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, and Honor Guard will do a 21 gun salute. And we'll also be practicing on Friday how we will do that. So
Oh, this upcoming Friday?
on
Or
Friday,
the-
May 30th.
Oh, okay,
May
perfect,
30th, Friday,
perfect.
at 11:30 a.m. And then we'll have, now bugle to play taps.
Oh,
Would you prefer that at the very end of the program? Or should we do it at the end of the opening ceremony? What do you think would be best?
You might miss a lot of people if it's the end,
Yeah,
because not a lot of people stay the whole time.
so how about right at the, after the 21 guns salute?
I think it's great.
Taps. That's the way we usually do it at funerals. So, let's see, I understand that there's an Elvis impersonator there, I forget what his name is,
That's awesome.
what is it?
That's awesome. I don't know. I
You
just
don't
said
know?
that's awesome.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that's awesome. But anyway, he is tremendous. If it's the one I'm thinking of, he also impersonates Heather's. Well, I don't know his name, this Elvis impersonator. But he lives close to my vice commander, Kelly Kirkpatrick, so we'll get that information. And we're asking cars to come, of course, and we're telling them that they can start pulling in anytime after noon to set up. And those that haven't registered beforehand, we'll have the Bentley Betty's there. And they, last year, I believe, helped with the those that needed to register. I think most of it will have already pre-registered.
Yeah.
Kate, do we have a number of how many have signed up so far for that event? And I understand that the box lunches will also be carried around to those that have brought their cars.
Oh, I think we just bring the hot dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, we bring them on the back of a like golf cart kind of thing
Okay,
and like make sure so they don't have to wait in line. Yeah.
That sounds great. Is there anything else I have?
This is everything.
This is at the Syrup Park.
Yes, well, two different.
This is,
two different
yeah.
events. Two
this
different
will be on
events. The
June
car show,
2nd. And the car show runs from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh, this car show.
yeah,
Now, this
I've
is
been
the
there
car show.
before,
yeah.
And we'll also have an invocation after invoking,
Perfect.
so.
26 cars, Rodney. Right now, we're at 26 cars.
26, okay.
Is that low for
I
them?
suspect we'll have over 100 before it starts. So. Any other questions or comments about the car show? And then as far as Memorial Day. On Memorial Day. On May the 22nd, I think that would be Friday. But we plan on starting at 8 o'clock in the morning to set up the crosses. And to put up the flags, cemetery. And then on May the 27th, we will take the crosses down at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyone that they don't set them up, that's fine, because it's not just setting up the flag, it's setting up the crosses. So there's lots of crosses. In fact, we have 43 new crosses that we have to make this year. Veterans that have died over the past year.
So the crosses are on graves of veterans.
The crosses are not set in the veterans grave. The crosses,
Oh.
we have a special for the Veterans Memorial is at the Orange Cemetery. Right to the right of that, looking at it, there's an open field. Kind of on the side there of the road. And that's where all those crosses are set up with the veterans' names on them. And then we give people that come a piece of paper so that needs to be signed where their relative or friend.
It's really
Their
cool.
cross.
It's beautiful. I am excited to go.
It is really lovely. You know, I have my one-way port there too. So that would be great. As far as the event itself, we follow the same program we have in the past. We're going to have Representative Mike Kennedy be our featured speaker. I've been trying for 2 years to get a U.S. Congressman there. We finally got it. And so on that program, who's making that program out?
We'll do it, same thing.
Same thing. I would like a place on that program to present a little award to Representative Kennedy. I'll just say an appreciation for your service to God, family, and country. Presented to you by the Born Post 72. And we're starting to do that. We're going to do more of those. In fact, we're going to be presenting one on the 16th of this month to Olin Burgess, who will be the guest speaker. Well, no, he'll be the person that will be swearing in some students to be U.S. citizens.
Oh.
Now, it's a mock ceremony.
Oh, I see.
And it's going to be at the Arches Elementary School, Arches, what's it called? Arches Academy, across from, is that?
Arches Academy.
It is Arches, okay, across from Warren High School.
Okay.
And that will start when school opens in the morning. And each of those students will have to go to 1 of 10 milestones to promise that they will do what is stated in that milestone to be a citizen. And then we'll have one of our American engineers at the table, sign them off and stamp their passport. And then at the end, it's when Representative Burgess will have to take the whole, citizenship. So that's quite a good event, if any of you would like to come out and watch. It'll be between 8:30 and about 1:30, with a break for lunch.
So what is the actual event at the,
Now, the Memorial Day is actually held on Memorial Day,
what?
which I think is May 26th this year at 10 a.m. They'll go for about an hour and 15 minutes in our name. The mayor always conducts, has some nice remarks to make. The honor guard, and that's when we also lower the flags and replace them with new flags. Do that twice a year. It's on Memorial Day and once on Veterans Day. I believe at Memorial Day, we have our police force come out, the police honor guard, to raise the American flag. And my honor guard, or the American Legion, we will take down the service flags and raise the new service flags. And at that time, we also have usually the Warren Community Band there to play. And so it's quite a good book. And I also want to check if we're going to be making arrangements for parking in golf carts or something to shelter. So.
For Memorial Day?
Memorial.
Yeah, we got that.
You got that thing? Yeah, and I knew you'd be on the ball about that.
They're always so packed.
Yes, it's one new event.
It's a mess.
So. Let me just make sure that you didn't miss anything here.
That's great.
Okay,
Perfect.
2 great events.
Thank you.
We're excited.
any questions? Hey,
Yeah, try to make it that day. I remember them all of that.
I hope you all do. It's a very sacred and special evening.
All right, Christie.
Okay, selections of committee, acceptance letters have been sent out.
Yeah, moving right along.
Well, we have a
Fantastic.
couple of anchors.
Well, she
Always.
knows more than I do, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
Thank you. Debbie.
Great. I think Home Depot turned us down for the kids, but have we heard back from Lowe's yet?
Those, I followed up with them, we're still waiting to hear back from them. And then waiting to hear back from the UVU softball team.
And the softball team, if they are able to come, they're gonna bring some stickers, right, that are like UVU.
Oh, fun.
So that'll be fun. We are gonna order the crafts pretty soon. I'm thinking of kind of like a painting craft. I don't know, I'm kind of sick of foam stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Painting's cute.
Yeah, the foam was, so we're gonna do some painting. Speaking of volunteers, I'm gonna try to get my Rotary Club out, but we're gonna need some more than just them.
Yes.
Luckily with the Rotary Club, they're all background checked, so they will work with you, so we don't have that concern, but, I just work with Laura Bascom, or who's gonna be filling in for the other?
Laura Bascom is handling volunteer registration,
Yeah.
yes.
So I just need to tell you how many I think I'm gonna need.
Yeah.
I'll
She
text
has
her.
one posted for Children's Press, but if you want to open up that number or increase the number, like we can.
Well, I guess I'm wondering, so I haven't done it, do you need 3 or 4 per hour, or like what's been the best? Who worked on it last year?
Say that again?
I don't know how many you need per hour to pass out the kids and help with.
I think it depends on the craft, because I think in the past, you used to do like 4 or 5 random like different crafts. So if it's the same craft, it's probably, and it's like painting a little thing, I feel like you don't need as much help as maybe.
So maybe
Different
3,
crafts, so
maybe some
maybe-
people who can go around and give out.
Totally.
paint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll reach out to her.
Yeah, and I think Laura will also have like the sign up for just, external like help in the city and things like that, so we'll get you Numbers.
Yeah, so we'll find out. Home Depot comes through great, if they don't, Lowe's,
Yeah.
Lowe's, I mean, Lowe's, sorry,
Yeah.
Lowe's.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Paula.
Oh, we were good, you wanted, I actually, heard a lot more, people are familiar with that silent concert, yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
they are a lot more familiar. When I went over to Summit to go meet with the counselors, she's like, oh yeah, I love it. The kids were like, oh, I love it. I'm like, what the heck? Where have I been under this rock or something?
You wanna
So-
explain to them?
So they were, there was the mall was trying to wanted to kind of use, experiment with this activity where it was after the event, right? Where they wanted to do a silent concert. Have you guys heard of a silent
Silent
concert?
disco.
Silent disco?
It's really fun, the kids love it.
Yeah, even the counselors were loving it.
Silent, so maybe there's a ball go around, you just curve you to
No, you all have like headphones.
And you can tune into the station you want to tune into, so you could be listening to different music than everybody, but you're all dancing together and it was fun.
So they'll have two different DJs.
Oh.
So there will be two tracks running, depending on who you wanna chime
Okay.
into. And they will, so the mall's providing, like, paying for it, but as they're
I mean,
going through this company.
That sounds
Huge
cool.
investment.
Yeah,
I think they want to do
That sounds-
several, or they want
they
to
wanted
purchase
to
and
do one
invest in
later,
it,
yeah,
so they
so
wanna
it's
use
kind
it.
of cutting their teeth on this event.
It's super fun.
Sort of is.
So-
It's a super.
And it's kind of funny to like be a spectator because you're walking through and everything's quiet, but they're all just jamming out and like connecting with each other, but you're totally
It's really
yourself.
fun. That's cool.
I mean, I've been.
So is there a
I've been
limit
to
on
one.
the number of headphones they have? Like, is it
Yeah.
gonna be limited to?
They said that they could go up to 500.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
good.
still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I've done it for like 50.
So if it's 100, whatever, I'm sure people will rotate out, whatever.
Yeah.
like, it'll
And that's
probably just
perfect
be-
because like I don't like a lot of noise.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well, they have
perfect.
those apartments right there, which is I'm sure why they're like.
Yeah, because it's noise control, but like the counselors and everybody at the school, I go, have you heard of that? And they're like, yeah, I love it. I've been to several. I'm like, wow, where have I been? Like, I've been
Yeah.
to some rock or something.
I'm old, I haven't heard of it.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
so go
Sounds
ahead and
fun.
go forward with that.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, so.
Everyone's like, oh, tell me when, do we want to go? I'm like, whoa, yeah.
So it should be Orchard Jam should be really fun.
I think so. I think it's gonna be.
Do we need to have orchard silence jam? I mean.
Yeah, there we go.
We're gonna have to add the.
Well, partially silent because they'll have a magic
Yeah.
show, breakdancing, and
Oh, okay.
percussion show by Trash Panda, and then the silent disco.
Yeah.
And all the while, this children's market
Yeah.
is going on too.
Okay,
and
so
there'll
it
be
won't be
It's still a
silence
big,
and-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still a
it's-
big event.
That'll be really, really fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be a big one, but I think.
Yeah. And the children's market applications should be posted
Yeah.
on May 1st. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. But I have to go, my Vivid
Yes.
person is of all quick time to come and rewire my house. He's
It's right
coming
now.
now.
I'm glad that you could come give us an update.
Yeah.
Take a picture, take
I'm
it,
so
take it,
annoyed that
Paula.
he's like, it's 4 to 8 and he's like, no.
Now, here we
He's
are.
like
Well,
sitting
thank
up-
you.
Putting up the new cameras right now, I'm like, normally Vivid is late, now they're now. So, okay,
Thank you for coming.
thank you.
Okay, fireworks tent. We are still in the planning process of this, but it's gonna be awesome. We'll run it like we did last year with, I think, the 6 wristbands.
Yeah,
That's
something
what
like
we've
that,
done.
yeah.
That's what we've done in the past. And we'll just, it will be right around the parade time. We'll get you times and everything. But food and enjoy the fireworks from the grassy area by the fields. It's a good time. So we'll have some good food. In the past, we always have like Chick-fil-A will come, salad, sandwiches, fruit, we wanna do, yeah.
You got dilly bars?
Yeah.
Yeah, always,
Yeah.
always. So yes, it's still in the works, but it will be a great. We can give you more details next time. Yeah. All right, so requests for city staff. Nothing?
You need us to do anything from the
I think we're
salon. I mean, we'll be ordering props.
We just
ordering
need to,
wristband
yeah.
Foods, all of
Yeah,
that
we
All of
stuff.
that stuff.
We'll meet
Make sure you
with
got it.
Sydney,
Yeah.
With you on the
Yeah.
volunteer packages. Okay.
get some things buckled down. Any discussion? Do we need? Okay, so Spirit of Warm selections. Do we have those?
So
okay.
thank you for doing the votes on that, by
Yeah.
the way, and these were the ones that received the most votes, so we need to narrow it down.
She reminded us what
I
they
did.
did.
Yeah.
Cause I wanted to vote.
I didn't see the vote.
We're just picking.
Two, isn't two the number that
It's
we
two, right?
choose? Okay, I'm gonna
He's the
remind,
principal.
I'm gonna look the descriptions up for you.
I know Darren's the principal of Tiffanotis.
Joan Moody is one that has been involved with humanitarian work for many, many years. So she's the one that does a lot of food. She addresses a lot of food insecurity issues. So she'll do food drives and food kits for kids to take home in backpacks for weekends. She's also done some, a food collection for, folks in third world countries and things like that. So was kind of her main nomination, story. Becky Oakley is a nurse practitioner, and she has children who has complex medical needs and disabilities as well. One of her children has cerebral palsy, so she started a nonprofit, Brady's Place, named after her son, and who passed away from seizures and complexities. And so that she started this nonprofit and then to help other families, other children in similar situations. So that was kind of her story. And then Theron Murphy is the principal at Tiffanotis High School, and has been serving in the district for 15 years or more. They just have lots of awesome things to say about him. I would say that he is the one with the most votes from all of you, so maybe that's something to consider as you're selecting the two.
Were the
Jody
votes for
and
the other
Becky
two
both had
close?
3. Joan and Becky both had
And how many there?
4.
Oh, okay. Got it. So are we making
How
a
would
decision
you
right
rate
now?
it?
Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we need
Okay.
to act on this today because the write-ups and the descriptions and everything needs to be taken care of and finalized before next Friday.
Okay,
I forget, Spirit of Warm, they're just like riding in a car in parade, or they're just mentioned in the magazine.
Mentioned
I
in the
think it's
magazine, they get they get recognized at the dinner,
They're at the break.
and then the parade.
Yeah.
And just people that
do
exemplify.
we wanna just all pick the top 2? Is that the easiest way to do it?
Well, I don't know Joan or Becky, but I do know Mr. Murphy. Does anyone know Joan or Becky? You give more insight? Cause they all seem very worthy.
I know.
Yeah.
And we
Call
have
for the
3.
question.
Is there a rule?
Pete, I'm deferring to you on that question.
This tradition.
Just
Let's
tradition.
break that.
I have never heard you guys say that. Normally it's like, this is the tradition.
I mean, if it's by 1 vote, like, that's to say that
Right.
Joan is worse than Becky.
I was
worse,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Less deserving or something, yeah.
Let's like give
How do
each
you,
a
how do you
little
choose
plaque
when
or
feeding
whatever.
people are hungry and someone sets up a
Right. It's no
foundation for
different.
their?
If 2 people are riding in the parade versus 3, it's no different.
So, okay,
Hey, you're the chair. You say
make a
the word.
motion.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. I would like to make a motion to change our Spirit of War from 2 nominations to 3. Okay,
I'll second that.
well, I need a motion first. Oh, can I make a motion?
You did
Cool,
make a
okay, I did it then.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I could. Yes,
Second.
Debbie, okay,
Can I
All-
add a
go
clause
ahead,
to this
clause.
before you make it?
Clause.
Or
Okay,
maybe not lock it in,
okay,
say that it's
25.
a range.
And just an additional person for this year,
For this-
maybe start
Oh,
there.
that's great.
it could be
Yeah.
different next year.
that's great.
And
Yeah,
that
no,
nomination
yeah,
is
so
every
for
4
this year, 2025, to have 3
Instead of saying, oh, why doesn't he want to read this?
That's me and her.
I mean, it is just. Thank you.
Don't put that in
So
the
just for
minutes.
this year, can we make the motion for just this year and then?
Yep.
We can, okay, so
I'll
let's do that.
second that again.
So second that, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Y'all are great. Let's do it.
Amazing, we get quick work done here.
Wow. The only thing I was thinking, let's make sure they're all in town. and if one of them's not- Yes, and that's the thing, we'll have to
Yeah.
make sure they're all in town,
Yeah.
we'll make sure that, this is someone
And maybe
nominated, so
they-
make sure they did all these things and they're quorum and all of that, so.
Were you really, your child really passed away?
Yeah, we'll make sure that they're, all those things, but we'll
That's
go for it and
perfect.
making sure.
A lot of vetting for
Okay.
this, but-
Thank you for that. Review action commitments, Denise.
Okay, so we have written down that we're going to go through, extend some invitations for some sponsorship for the hot dog eating contest. We have Food to Go, J-Dog, Sonic, and a hot dog vendor. I'm gonna go back to, BYU. Not
Oh.
sure what I said.
Is Vayner still not gonna do it this year? Oh yeah, you missed that. They got sold by, they got bought out by someone and that person's like, no community. What?
Yeah.
Boycott them now.
Don't
like it.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So, and then I'll also circle back to the characters and just let them know, I'll check with risk management too, see if there's any other things that they need to know, but just let them know they need to be licensed. And just tell them our conditions upon it, and they would need to have a performer agreement and have, identification, yeah, okay. And then all the other stuff on my list. But those from today, those I would have that. And then as far as actually commitments for everyone else, if you have anyone for sponsorship, please let us know.
Will you send the link out one more time
Yeah.
to us with the info? And then is there any way we can get like a tentative schedule of all of these
Yeah.
things? Cause we had dates before, but like times,
Yes.
so that we can make sure we lock it in and are not double scheduling. things.
Yeah, pretty much save the date for all of the week, no. But I will send you our tentative schedule. I mean, really, it's gonna be locked in by next Friday anyways, because we have the magazine coming out, so I'll send you the sponsorship information as well as the tentative schedule for Orfest, yes.
Okay, perfect. Guys, I love ending early so much. Our next meeting is going to be May 8th in the new city hall. Okay, same time. We've really been rocking this 4 to 5 thing, but getting closer to the event, we may take our time.
Yeah.
So,
Actually,
yes,
we had some of
perfect.
these posters made
Okay.
for larger edition.
that's great.
And so if anyone would like to pick one up, like our librarian, post in the library.
That's great.
Can we get on the way up?
So pick one up, yep,
And I have others here.
perfect.
So if you know of some place that they can be posted, feel
Sounds
free to
great.
take.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn our meeting?
I motion to adjourn.
Ashley, second?
I'll second it.
Christie, unanimous, let's just say, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, actually.
Okay. Schedule something.
Yeah.
Yes, let's schedule
Can I
something.
grab one of those for public works?
Just throw it in.
That's good.
Yeah.
I work every day, something like this, but I'm very
Oh,
flexible.
yeah.
I'm better in the day than I am for
Okay.
one schedule.
For sure. And I'm good, like.
Yeah.
Super one like this.
Oh,
There you go.
And, some of them, those female ones, like,
All interests.
Yes,
All
right.
So that's what I was hoping, and just like, those orders of any, we could.
Yeah, and I'll order the face and the sponges as well. We need to.
I'm not sure what we need for that. I'll get to that. Yeah, let me see. Okay.
Well, we're not gonna do it.
No.
And then
No,
this,
we're gonna
I
try to
just,
see.
I think we just. We should. We should get.
Okay, what's your
I'm
agenda?
so sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. That was, it was fine.
I remember when you just tonight.
I had like that's a long time. I had a friend who passed away, and that was really like the anniversary of it, so I keep it like 8 in the morning for like our.
Okay.
And then I don't my phone.
Those are wide variety of things.
Yeah.
Love it, and you should think,
Yeah.
they do.
Okay.
Totally get it.
I was just saying, I do work 7:30 to 3:30 every day.
Thanks,
you.
Jill. You're the best.
But I'm very flexible during those times.
My husband's 55, but.
So I am maybe not.
Okay.
That's like-
Fridays I go there to the all day. Okay. Friday, yeah. Can we meet at the rec center? Just that way we're
Yeah.
closer to my work. Even like a lunch.
I will ask her if she-
Just a
Yeah.
around this day.
On Fridays, I work on Fridays.
Towel.
And
And those little.
but